Dear students, a very good morning. In the previous class, we had discussed about meaning, definition, and importance of studying history. Today's class, we are going to know about time periods in history, dates in history. So, coming to the difference between prehistory, proto-history, and history. The history is being divided into basically three: prehistory, proto-history, and history. And as per Indian context, when we consider the Indian history, it is being divided into ancient, medieval, and modern period. Now, coming to these three categories, prehistory. So, it is the period when writing was not invented. It means the people were not known how to read and write, which whatever they wanted to convey to some person, they doesn't know to read and writing. That means they have not at all know how regarding to alphabets, numerical signs, symbols, whatever we will use for the conveying the message. Coming to the proto history, writing was developed in this period. Later on, as the human civilization got developed, the people started having writings based on their available resources. It may be sand, clay, or leaves, or trees, using the branches of the trees, or rocks, stones they were using. Then, third period is history. Once the human civilization got developed, whatever their sources they were used, the left out resources, we got those resources, and to help us to study that people were learned something to write and read in order to express their thought. Coming to the second point, no written records available for this period. As the first point says, in the prehistory the writing was not invented, then how can we have the records of writing, correct? So no written records were available during the prehistory. And during the proto-history, as just they got into the learning or having writing, directly they did not went to the alphabetic. Some signs, some animal symbols, bird symbols they used to have to convey the message what they want to tell. So limited written records and some are yet to be deciphered. Deciphered means some are in the coded form, which will be not able to understand by us for the common man. That is a deciphered language. Next, there are deciphered written records available for this period. Early writing was done on leaves, clay, and copper tablets, rocks, pillars. Here, the tablets is nothing but the clay sand, whatever the clay they used to get near the rivers, they used to tap like a tablet. On that, they used to mark the symbols and the signs to convey the message or the language which they were used to tell the information to the other person, or how they used to talk. So next we'll move on to the next point. And moving on to the further point, archaeological sources such as stone tools and fossil helps us to know about this period. During prehistory and protohistory, archaeological sources are the main sources of information of this period. And during the history period, both archaeological and sources are available in this period. That means, then what does the archaeological means? And archaeological sources are those sources. So generally students, archaeological sources are those which are basically they include ancient old, in the olden days whatever the things have been used by the people, they are going to give us as information about the past events. This was maintained and protected by the historians who were studying. And also during excavation means digging the depth of the earth or below the surface of the earth, certain things used to remain that they were digging out, then they used to get they then they started knowing about the historical events. Then during the excavation they might have got some weapons, pottery, tomb, coin, bone pieces, all those things. So dear students, generally when we study history, it has been classified into three categories. One is prehistory and the proto-history and the history. And what does the history says? History has been divided into three categories or the three time periods. So prehistory, where it stands, it's a period when writing was not invented. I repeat, prehistory is a period of time in which the people were not known to how to write and how to read. That is prehistory, isn't it? Without knowing reading and writing, how they can create the history and how can we know that there was something? It was one of the document you can say that. Prehistory is a period when writing was not at all there, not in existence. Next, proto-history is a period in which writing was just started to develop, just they started to begin. Before how then how they used to, they are telling that they are started to develop in the sense before they were using body expression, body language only through hands and leg movements or the facial expression. Later on, by using the things, materials which are there, it may be they might have used on the muds, they might have started writing on the mud or the sand, on the rock or the help of leaves, all those things. So, proto history is a period in which writing was just started to develop. And next one is history. History is the recorded events of the past. As the people started learning, writing, understanding, these made to create a history, and we, the historians, are the people we find easily to understand the events which are occurred earlier and which were recorded about the past events, right? So basically we can say history is been classified into prehistory, proto-history and history. Whereas prehistory tells us a period when writing was not there, proto-history is a period in which writing was not just started, and history is the recorded events of the past based on the proto-history where the people have been started to write their languages or learn their language. Generally, dear students, time periods in history and dates in history. When we consider this, basically history has been divided into three time periods, that is prehistory, proto-history and history. You will get a question in your mind why the history has been divided into three periods. To understand it chronologically, when the information is being jumbled, for example, it may be in the school or any office, any admin or any in generally, when things have not been settled over properly or not kept properly, we will get obviously the confusions and we may not come into the proper decision as well. So, because when we classify the time periods in history, this has made us to understand in which particular date, in which particular year, this particular incident has might have been occurred. So, time periods plays a very important role in history. So, for this, the analogist or the archaeologist or the historians, for their understanding purpose, they have divided the time periods into prehistory, proto-history and history.